Ladies and gents, what's up? It's your boy Verdi here, and thank you so much for stopping by. As always, guys, it means a lot to me what you guys do for this channel, even though right now things are looking quite rough. I made a post about 18 hours ago on Black Desert, and I didn't really expect to get the responses which I did on that post. And I really wanted to dedicate this video and also to talk to you a little bit about what's happening right now. So, unless you've been living under a rock, the BDO player base is leaving massively the game. PvPers are no longer playing. Everybody is in a waiting room for Throne and Liberty, World of Warcraft, The War Within, and many other MMORPGs or games in general. And unfortunately, Black Desert is losing heavily. Not just that, but Dosa didn't do anything for the game. We're going to get into the details here. As you know, please do like this video. Please do subscribe to this channel because YouTubers are, especially in the video audience, we're hanging by a thread right now. There is nothing we can do. We can no longer make a living out of this. The directory is completely dead. Only very few example of individuals with high numbers of views, only they are barely capable of doing it. And to be fair, it's looking grim. And I'm gonna read what I said yesterday, and I stand by to what I said. Guys, I need to be honest with you. Black Desert sucks bad right now. Player population is low. Interest in content is low. Grinding is meaningless. PvPing, node wars, AOS, etc., is absolutely meaningless. The game is simply at its worst moment I've ever seen it in the near 9 years of me playing it. What the hell do I do? This is absolutely nothing to do with video. Sorry, there is absolutely nothing to do in video that holds any meaning post 750 gear score, endgame PvP, or anything onto the sides. It's almost depressing. And I didn't expect to have so many people. Usually YouTube posts, they don't do much. To be fair with you, they don't do much. But people really wanted to express their opinions. And we're going to go through these one by one, basically just to make sure that people are heard, because that's important. The first person, Sir Blue Lagoon 7091 says, there are too many grind spots, not a lot of fighting for the spots, barely any open world PvP, not enough content for an MMO. They still refuse to address and nerf Zerker. 6 likes. The next one is, yep, this pretty much sums it up. If you're a part of the top 10% echelon, maybe less, that's actually reached 750 gear score mark already. That is. For others, the vast majority of the player base, this could actually be a great time to play the game, because getting gear, this is hard to read, man, because getting gear has become a lot easier lately and feeling a faster progression. Yeah, basically, it's a very, very fair point here, and I'm gonna just say that probably if you just right now start BDO and you're in the mid game, you probably never had so much fun. Unfortunately, however, this mid game is shrinking and shrinking and shrinking with each and every single big update that's coming, and there is no more early game in the game. Early game is like it's non-existent. Tuvala is so free with the free Pan Blackstar and the free Ted Blackstar. Early game is completely inexistent as a term anymore, so now you jump instantaneously into the mid game, which shrinks the progression. We have another person says, this is why I quit after 5 years of playing. They made everything so easy to achieve when it comes to gear, and there still isn't anything to do with it. Absolutely true. If you aren't interested in grinding out meaningless shit like a title for killing a rare llama 100 times, there's no point in playing at the moment. Of course, blown out of proportion, but you get the idea. It's pretty much you're farming for cosmetics, you're purchasing cosmetics. Cosmetics is the only thing that's left into the game. Jay said everything will be okay with 2 replies. With his Bugatti, yes, Jay, it's okay, nobody panic. My Bugatti is unharmed. It's been a growing meme for the past time. Basically, how successful Jae-hee Kim is compared to how successful the game is. There seems to be a very big pyramid approach to the way Black Desert Online's Pearl Abyss function. The next thing is, I don't know, game overall has improved a lot. Buff and nerf in PvP has always been there since the beginning. They're just better games out there right now. This is very fair. That is true. There are indeed better games out there right now. People are tired of playing the game, the same thing for years. Grind spot increased, but player base don't. That is also very true. End up making the world feel empty. Marnie Realm make it more empty. Based is crap, man. I'm still enjoying Cap Node War here. One of the very few people, but hey, I'm happy that you are. Don't need to bother grinding a couple of 100 hours for a single piece of gear, since I only do cap PvP content. For PvE, I still got goal of getting the Merchant Ring and Telescope, having a good and alive guild helps a lot. If you don't have any goal and reason left to play, maybe time to move on to another game. But I guess that could be hard for a content creator. Yes, it is very hard to move, especially someone like me who is so synonymous with the word mystic to the point where it's hard for me not to appear randomly in conversations simply because of the word and the class mystic. It is very hard to move on. But I agree with everything that he said pretty much. And I'm happy that he's capable of enjoying the Cap Node War. Especially the new one, because let's be honest, about 95% of the people don't. This game needs more group content, period, more PvP and more group PvE. I don't understand why they make it so hard. BDO has the potential to be the best MMO of all time, but they keep effing it up. Like just copy the greats, Guild Wars 2, Final Fantasy XIV, Elder Scrolls Online, RuneScape, etc. An MMO shouldn't feel empty. Absolutely based. With a reply from Cryptidian, who's a very big regular onto the channel. Yes, more open world PvE events. World bosses stop having any meaning after your pen for your Jutina armors and weapons. Yes, basically the world lacks purpose right now in video. World bosses, all except Garmoth, are just a silly thing that people do out of habit, and it's usually just Zarka and Garmoth. Probably often Ted still has a couple of people, but Europe world boss scene has become slower and slower in terms of, you know, how fast we're killing them. There's just not enough people that pop in, man. Garment has been super slow, especially in the evening times. At least my impressions are such. Makito, who's also a regular, says, glad I'm not the only one who thinks this. If this is you announcing that you're branching out to new games, I would love to see it. We'll talk about this in a bit. This is why a bunch of people go and make new accounts and do Iron Man. Yeah, Iron Man is unfortunately the way people approach Iron Man, and I love Quinny. I love Azure, love my boy Fake, Sick Loot as well. These guys are absolutely great. The people that, not just them, really, every single person that's going for Iron Man. You guys are awesome, but unfortunately, this is one yet more proof that the only way for you to have fun in Black Desert is to reinvent BDO, which is another sign of how the game needs to change, and no change is being given officially. So this is something very important. The next is Jeff says, an open world King of the Hill or some type of event that causes open world PvP would be great. Oh my god, this guy needs to learn about Shadow Arena. Well, unfortunately not gonna happen. Yeah, lack of content is real. PA got away with it for so long, but now it's a glaring fact. Indeed it is. The Borka grind really changed the perspective of this game. Had a great time before reaching this point. Time for a break till better content is added. And I agree with this guy 100%. Not just that, but the recent addition to Node Wars unfortunately killed the PvE purpose even furthermore because of the attack power, sorry, the AP, the AP rewards which you get from the Node Wars, which is of course the reason for which you wanted to grind the Borkas at the very least was because you get 100% of the value onto the top end game spots. And unfortunately with the AP rewards from Node War, now that's diminished by 70% because you do reach the cap, and gear adjustments help, but unfortunately that doesn't really matter for the gear which you're obtaining. It's just that the rewards from Node War totally killed the desire for people to continue upgrading their gear simply because the reward has a lot more impact in grinding the gear. And that was what Pearl Abyss were hoping for. They were hoping for getting the PvE players to go do PvP so that they don't have to grind as much as they do. But that was the biggest F-up that they've ever done. Many great BDO content creators spoke about how the system will backfire. We have thrown waiting room, lol. We have Embraced the End, who's a friend of mine. We're recruiting a paladin for phase 4 in SOD. I don't know. Well, unfortunately, Embraced the End, I did finish 11 out of 11 on Heath 3 Molten Core in Season of Discovery World of Warcraft, and I'm in the 3rd guild in the realm, so I'm pretty good. But hey, thanks for thanks for suggesting. Maybe we can play some other time. Ero says, I have been posting in the forums about the same thing. I pretty much gave up. 763 gear score, and literally last week stopped logging in. Don't care about fishing events, don't care about new classes. They destroy PvP and Node Wars. Literally no point in logging in since their direction is more in getting rid of long-time players than doing anything for us, whatever this means. Can't stand Solaire with all the stupid buffs, and I hate Ruins map that literally made me quit 3 seasons in a row. Okay, grumpy, I get you though. I mean, every game ends eventually. If you reach the max level in terms of progression, you either do random stuff for the fun of it, like side quests, or just stop playing. Yep, I did. I did lore videos. Just a very good example, and they failed miserably because you guys just are not interested in it into the masses to the point where I can justify the investment, which is, yeah, if there is a lore video, it's pretty much a fan service from my end to you than anything that could help me put food on the table. The next thing is maybe play some other games. Might be fun. We do play other games into the side story, but yeah, not onto the YouTube really. To be fair with you, play solo leveling of Rise. I don't even know what that is. Cryptidian again. The problem is the game doesn't have good repetitive and healthy endgame PvE systems. That is true. They give out too much free gear to do content that has no real purpose. As we said earlier, I would say going above 309 and 401 has no real meaning. There is a little bit meaning up until, to be fair with you, up until 430 gear score, there is a meaning to progression. After 740, it slows down, and after 750, where I'm at right now, it's just ridiculous. I have to grind my entire gear set again for 20 gear score. It's ridiculous in terms of pricing, that is. FF9000, who's also a regular, play other MMOs like Final Fantasy XIV, The First Descendant, WoW, Elder Scrolls Online. We do these, yes. BDO 2.0, yes, please deliver this ASAP. Sarkibay, who I think was Moon before, I'm not really sure. First time, you remember that meme with that guy? Yep. You need to move on to another game as well. This is literally, look at this. We have a tendency with my community to like, Verdict, just move away. You're dying here. This is what my community is telling me. Move away from video. You are dying. And I'm taking this to heart. Do a new account or go find a new game, literally. I haven't played The First Descendant. By the way, the first time I heard about The First Descendant was from this comment, and I will be checking it out after this video. I'm sure Jay will come to the only possible solution left, gift everyone from the moment they start triple pen Black Star, 5-pen Debo, and all the other gear they do to enjoy amazing content. Okay, you're really pissed that they gave the free pen Black Star, and I understand this. I'm in a similar position to you, and the only reason I log in is for the Node War. Exactly, I only log in for my Node Wars. I don't play the game anymore, unfortunately, or play an alt in AOS. When Throne of Liberty comes out, I'll stop video probably permanently this time. I don't believe PA/J will reverse Money Realm or give us more PvP content, so this is the end for me, and I'm sad to hear that, Sons. Yes, I know TL isn't perfect, but I'll stick to it for a few months, hopefully. At least there is a chance they might capture the Lineage 2 PvP feelings. A lot of people have very fond memories of the Lineage 2 PvP, and I understand that, and I agree with you. Try World of Warcraft again. Video has been pretty dead over the last years, indeed. Just play other games. That's what I'm doing at the moment. Play Albion, bro. You're gonna love it. You see this? My own community is telling me, Verdict, leave. Verdict, just stop playing. This is what you guys are telling me. Stop playing Black Desert. So I'm gonna move into the second part of this video. We did spend already 13 minutes of this, and I hope people are still watching this video, but I want to move into something which I want to use as proof that Black Desert is really in the roughest shape it has ever been. This is a screenshot which I took out of using Google Trends and YouTube Trends. So this is a mixture of both. And this is the particular YouTube search because this is what we're interested in, ladies and gents. We care about how many people are looking into YouTubers because I depend on this. After all, I do this full time, and unfortunately, recently it's been abysmal to the point where I'm looking for jobs. And it's not just me; fellow content creators of the higher echelon even are saying we can no longer sustain. We're looking for jobs. We can't. The interest is not there, and we can't blame you guys. We really can't because we don't have the same interest in the game either, but yet we have love for it. In fact, I'm willing to argue that we have more love for BDO than the developers, both me and you, and content creator and viewer. So it is very sad because, man, this is in 2019 what you see. This is around the seasonal server releases, ladies and gents. So ever since the seasonal servers, it dropped down, consistent drop down. The peaks are showing to be less and less impactful, It flattened out in 2022 to 2023. And with Land of the Morning Light, mixture of, this is the Dracania release, by the way, right around here is the Dracania release. This is Land of the Morning Light with Wusa and Maegu's release. This here is Ulukita. This here is Scholar, by the way. Yes, Scholar has lesser Scholar's excitement, let's just say it like that, or Scholar trended less than any other class, and this here is Dosa. This here is Dosa. Look into this particular BDO Dosa where I'm mouse overing right now, in this particular BDO Dosa. This is the bump which Dosa showed over here. Look at this. It is ridiculous. Dosa didn't do anything for BDO. Dosa didn't increase the amount of clicks content got. Dosa didn't have any impact in terms of, I mean, it did, but look at how little it is. It is ridiculously bad. Dosa didn't do anything. It's a failed class. It failed to get players in the game, which is shocking. It is shocking. No class in the history of Black Desert Online has had such an insignificant impact to BDO's popularity. No class in the history has ever had this. Believe it or not, people don't know this, but the highest interest in any class in BDO was Corsair, because she was released during the seasonal servers and there was a lot of hype to her. So let me show you this. In 2014, a game which was not released for the Western scene had more points of interest than in 2024. Literally almost, we've lost 40% since release. Do you understand this? The release of BDO was 40% stronger than where we are right now. And that is not even worldwide. I'm talking about just Korea. Korean release was 40% stronger than where we are right now globally. It's abysmal. It's a fucking abysmal. It's ridiculous. And I'm going to go into something here, which is, it's not even a rant, goddammit. It's absolute freaking truth. I need a sip. Hold on a minute. It's absolutely unconditionally true. Now, on this channel, we mention a game called Continent of the Ninth Seal. Often enough. The owner of Pearl Abyss, or one of the chairman executives, or quote-unquote founders of Pearl Abyss, is an ex-developer, or he was the person who ran Continent of the Ninth Seal for a long period of time. They wanted to create a different game. Long story short, Webzen, who was the creators aside with another studio, I'm not sure what the other studio was, but there was two studios which basically worked together on a game. Webzen, who were the publishers, the creators, the developers of, and the developers of this particular Continent of the Ninth Seal MMO, unceremoniously, after false promises of longevity, killed the game in such a fashion. And hear me out well. They stopped creating meaningful PvE content. They completely shattered it. They stopped making it. They completely shattered all types of meaningful PvP content as well, which, let's be honest, that sucks. And last but not least, they started heavily monetizing the game through different methods, including cosmetics and pay to wins. And holy shit, does this sound absolutely familiar, because this is kind of what's happening right now in BDO. These guys are still the same people that are currently in Pearl Abyss. This guy, the dude who created Pearl Abyss, the executive director of the company who created Pearl Abyss after killing Continent of the Ninth Seal and using the funds from C9 or whatever they did, however they did it, to start BDO, they're literally doing the very same thing to Black Desert right now. And unfortunately, it's not unhinged to even say this, because I have seen C9 die with my own goddamn eyes, because C9 died in front of me. I was a player in Continent of the Ninth Seal. I was playing a Warden. I freaking loved my Warden. And unfortunately, C9 literally died in front. Promises of the future never came through. Heavily monetized the game, and unfortunately, BDO ended up dying. So this here is something that we've seen in the past, and we're seeing it right now happen to BDO, and it is so traumatic. Now, I want to show you something, just because I did show you over here the points of interest in BDO. This is my recent video about my Awakening Mystic changes, how big they are, basically. And as you can see, it generated about 3,000 views. Let me show you last year somewhere, Crazy Awakening Mystic buffs. It was in the 17th of January 2024, around the release of our, what was in January? There was something big in January. What was it, Scholar, or was it Ulukita, or was it prior to Ulukita? I'm not entirely sure, but anyways, there was still some viewership onto this, and as you can see, look at how better my videos were. I had updated Awakening Mystic Gyfin Guide to 16,000. A literal video of 8 minutes, me doing nothing, absolutely nothing, bro, but speaking live in front of a camera about the Mystic changes. Literally doing nothing but this. The same video done almost a year later over here, let me just show you, of 11 minutes of the same thing, of Mystic changes, going in front of the camera, talking about them, is literally 1/5 of what it is. Or literally, it's 1/5 almost of what the viewers are. So we're looking into, like, the game is right now, 6 months ago, we're talking. And this further emphasizes this particular point. Look at this, just drop down, bro. Look at it. It's killing my channel right now. And I'm going to go into something which I usually don't do, and I'm going to use myself as an example, bros. Let me show you over here. If people go into my social blade and say, Verdict, what are you talking about? You're having a spike right now. Like, look at how much better it is. Last year, in 2023, in August, you're almost there, bro. Yeah, that's very convenient to say, considering the fact that Wuthering Wave short literally gave me 45,000 views, bro. With another Wuthering Wave short giving me 11,000 views, bro. And another Wuthering Wave short literally released under 2 or 3 months ago, whatever it was, on the Wuthering Waves release, I get 10,000 views. You understand how much better my content could be viewed simply because of other games doing so much better. And not just that, I'm gonna go into the thing, and I don't care what you guys are gonna tell me, but this is ever since 2023, which was a big peak, this particular peak over here, which we're seeing right here. Ever since 2023, I have been struggling with getting people back into the channel. I failed with the retentions. Unfortunately, people don't care at all supporting me on this channel financially, and I don't blame you for it. Please understand, I understand why you're not doing it is because you find no reason to support a YouTube content creator first and foremost, let alone a video content creator. So whenever we were sitting here with very big numbers in terms of supporters, basically the YouTube version of Twitch subscribers, right now we're struggling heavily with getting anything. And I depend on these heavily, guys. I really depend on these heavily. And to be completely fair with you, I am sitting here totally dying for, that's a horse's ass, look at this. Totally dying for Black Desert. I'm sitting here literally dying for BDO right now, creating BDO content which is not seen by anybody because I love this game so much and I want it to be the biggest game out there. But unfortunately, we're seeing yet again Pearl Abyss deciding to gut the game for their future projects the same way as we're seeing Continent of the Ninth Seal. If they will not shut down Black Desert Online, they will probably be just keeping it on live support for people like me. And right now, I'm literally recording this, and look at how cool the player base is, man. Look at this. I just received somebody just whispered me, "Love your vids. Thanks for all the great info with Mystic." I love you, bro. Thank you for the kind words. Literally, right now, I just alt and tapped and it popped in front of me. You guys can probably see that thing coming through as well. So, ladies and gents, do you see what's happening? This is happening on a day-to-day basis here. Every single day, there's somebody whispering me on Discord or anywhere with kindness beyond anything. But unfortunately, BDO is not out here to support anymore the people that want to do it full time. And it's not that I want to move. I have to if I want to keep doing this full time. So guys, be my counsel once more. What should I do? Should I die in BDO with pride? Or should I move my content and keep on doing my dream? Because right now, if the only way for me to go and do BDO content is to look for a job, and it's not just me, bro, it's almost every single content creator out there. And it's like, it's saddening. It is completely saddening because I don't want it to be like that. It's heartbreaking because I've bled for Mystic like no other content creator has ever historically bled for Mystic. And unfortunately, it was working so well up until one moment. And right now, it's not working. Right now, me making a BDO video is considered just a complete waste of time. Unfortunately, the content creator and the partner program is no longer here to support us. The creator codes are no longer coming back. We're not getting these events which really heavily impact our popularity. We're not getting anything in terms of what the partner program used to do back when Delphi was a part of that entire thing. And to be fair with you, we haven't had a content creator code ever since Delphi left the company. So with that being said, and I can't even believe I'm saying it, man, I miss the old video days and when I was a fresh partner, because there were so many opportunities coming through than what's coming out right now. So with that being said, let me just move back to this, because I want to show you what I did recently. And you guys, where's this? Yeah. Recently, I started doing World of Warcraft videos. And very random World of Warcraft videos, not even for the official World of Warcraft servers. We're talking about private server stuff with very little people, very little numbers of people out there. And look at how many views these are getting. We're having a video over here with 5.1k views. We're having another over here, which I get ratioed because of a stupid take, which I took the L for and we fixed this, 5.8 views. We're getting another video with 3.2k, and these keep on freaking growing. And this is a World of Warcraft community. These guys really like to ratio their viewers. It's been happening on the best videos out there. So don't think of this as, it's not an echo chamber is what I'm trying to say. So me just simply releasing videos for another game is helping me more than releasing official video videos. You understand? This is like private server World of Warcraft on a server which has under 10,000 people. It brings me more freaking views than the official release of video, bro. It is ridiculous. It is horrible. It is insane. And I don't know what to do with it. I don't know what to do with it. So my own community wants me to quit video. My own community tells me, find another game, Verdict. You're dying here. Move away, Verdict. Move along. It's been good. Move along. What the hell do I do? And I want you guys to tell me. So I love you to death, guys. Mwah. I understand you told me here, but just, it's like I have to choose right now. Die in Black Desert's directory hoping for better days, which will probably never come, because the trajectory is set by Pearl Abyss for the past 3 years. We've seen no changes whatsoever. Or go and do my World of Warcraft stuff where I'm actually exceptionally relevant right now. Yeah, it's super sad. It's super sad. I'll see you guys soon. Enjoy yourselves. Mwah. Much love.